Hey guys, it's me again. So another unboxing video of my upgrade parts. The last thing that I need to actually start building actually arrived today. So I'm gonna take a look at that and then I'm gonna start assembling. I'm probably not gonna be able to assemble, do an assembling video. I was hoping to get a capture card so I could actually capture from the camera directly to the PC through HDMI. Haven't gotten that yet. It's in the works, but I'll post some pictures how far I do, and you can follow me on Twitter at Fettouhi or check out the description of this video, okay? So, as you can see, it's actually pretty awesome. This here is a new case. One of the reasons I got a new case, let's actually check this out here. This here is a Fantex Intho Evolve ATX. So one of the reasons why I got this case here is actually, first off, I want a more moddable and a more water cooling friendly case. The Fine R4, R5 actually, which I have, has the space for radios and all that, but there's really no good mounting point for the reservoir. And I don't want to mount it to a fan because the rats that I'm thinking of putting in, other than the one that I got, are just gonna, it's gonna block some things, and I'm not happy with it. So that is gonna be emptied out, and things are gonna be put in this one here, and then I'm gonna take the Fine R5 and upgrade or do the switcheroo of my server into that, and then I'm gonna sell my Bitphoenix Ghost, which I have, which is a horrible case. Too plastic and yeah, just not quality-wise really great buy, even though it's actually pretty comfortable and stuff like that. Also, this case actually supports extended ATX, which is a thing that I've been having a trouble with, actually finding a case that is actually okay to build in, looks okay, supports water cooling, and has great airflow and extended ATX. The only thing that I could find was actually the case lab. The problem is there's no distributioner of case labs in Europe anymore. There was one in Germany. He's not, and I talked to him and he's told me he could be able to get a case, but I never heard from him again. So this is what I got. So if you look at the specs, dimensions, 235 millimeters, 495, 510 millimeters. Wide, height and depth, inches here. It's a mid-tower case. This here is what I'm looking for. It's an extended ATX, ATX, micro ATX, and mini ATX. So it has a huge variety. And this one here I want because I am gonna put an enthusiast build, X99 platform in it at some point. But right now I'm actually just want to start and do the water cooling and get my hands on that because I got the parts from that and actually mess around with it. Has some USB 3 ports, has mic, headphone, and reset. USB 3 I like, mic and headphone don't care about because I use it from the back mostly, and also my mic is USB so far. I am gonna upgrade that at some point to a DAC or something, an analog with a mixer or something. Expansion slots, stuff like that. We don't care about that. Front cooling. Free 120, two 140s, top free, two 140s, rear one exhaust, and it's included, and two in the front is included. Well, that's great. So free fans included. Liquid cooling up to 360, which I have in the front. Also has that in the top. 280s with 100 millimeters. Rear a 120, a 140. And speeds. There's like an included fan controller, 19 dB, blah, blah, blah. Graphics card up to 420 millimeters. No HD bracket, including HD bracket installed. So it's pretty modular. Net weight, 11 kilos. That's 22 pounds. 24.3 pounds, that's 11.9 kilos. And this here is the black edition. and you can see all the modularity of it here. So this here is pretty cool. This is actually what I was also looking for. The only thing that I'm really disappointed about, it doesn't have a motherboard tray that you can take out. This was actually something that I was looking forward to in one of the new from Computex 2016, which was the Be Quiet Dark Base Pro or Dark Base 900 series. The problem is that it doesn't really support water cooling as I want to, but the motherboard tray was something you can take out. It was modular. Here it's not, but you can take this out, and this here is actually the fan bracket, which is also the bracket you use to mount your radiator on the top. This makes it a lot more convenient to actually put that radiator in, and it has, like, as you can see here, a big gap, so it doesn't influence with the motherboard. So that's really great. So I'm gonna put the radiator on top, and then I'm gonna have a small radiator at some point at the bottom here, or maybe a large one and then a slimmer one, not the 60 millimeter that I have right now. So this case here actually was released 2015 at Computex. It has 2 SSD backplates, and it also has some modular brackets here, which I'm not going to use, but it's actually cool. They were not included in the former case of this one here, and I think it was the Evolve, which is not called ATX. You have your power stuff here and all that. That's functional and all that. So yeah, let's try and actually see how it looks. This case here comes in a variety of white, which I don't like. And there's also a variety of gray, which I was thinking of getting, but I opted for the black one instead, just to be traditional. And I like the black. I like black cases. So off the bat here you have the case. It's pretty much assembled almost. It comes in some foam, all that good stuff, and it's probably a bitch to take out with one hand. So let me take it out and we'll take a close look at it and we'll be right back. So here we have it, guys. And you can see it has like a plastic cutoff, so you can actually see inside of it. It has like a cutoff like this here, so it hides the power supply, has the Fantech logo and all that. You can get this case here, which I forgot, also with tempered glass side panels. The problem is, it's like, I think it's $20 more. It's actually not that expensive. The problem is it's going to be heavy. It's a bit more painful to get the side panels off because they're heavier, and you have to be really careful with the glass. And it's on both sides. It's not this side here, and you cannot buy the tempered glass side panels and add this on. There's something more different with the brackets from what I've seen. The Hardware Canucks did a video on this here. I think it was Dimitri who actually did it. So I will recommend that you check his video out for more details about that. But I am pretty sure that that is not possible. At least I didn't see the option when I was buying this one here that you can buy the side panels besides. So I opted with this one here because it's just easier. The side panels just pretty much open up just like this here. And you can take it off the hinges like this here. So it's just a click system. You can pull this, you can pull the front panel off, and you can see a lot of great stuff here. So here's the power supply. It's hidden almost. It goes in from the other side. You have your hard drive mount here, as you can see right here. You have all the mounting slots here. These here are actually for water cooling solutions. You can use this here. This actually comes with water cooling solution. You have your I/O here. You have your ATX, extended ATX right here. You can slide the fans up and down. It comes with free fans, 2 in the front, 1 in the back. Your I/O here, which is screwless, as you can see right here, or toolless. Brackets to go with down to the power supply. If you want to route it this way, you can route it here. There's grommets here, grommets here, and grommets here. So really cool. And yeah, I think what I am gonna do, what I'm thinking, one of the things, I'm gonna take this plate off, I'm going to screw it right here and here. And I'm going to hide the pump down here. And then I'm going to mount the reservoir right here. And it should be possible to, yeah, you can see there are screws right here to actually unscrew and then pull this out here. On the top, and I think you can, this here, I think this here is the power button. You have your your I/O thing right here, which is hidden, which is really cool. This here is aluminum, just so you know, this is plastic. These here are also aluminum doors. Let's take the hinge off, just like that. Awesome. Really, really cool. I like this here because that is easy to work with. You need to easy to dust. And you can see the back here for your I/O shield here. You have your stuff right here. And also here you have your side panel right here, which is also like a aluminum plexi something. And you can take the top off. There are screws here. I don't think you can actually pull this out, but it doesn't really. It's made in China. Who knew? Everything is made in China these days, which is not a bad thing. So let's look at the back here. And it's actually really, really light also. I was actually thinking it was more heavier when I actually picked it up. So this here is the fan controller. And I'm still thinking about maybe getting this here, use this here, but I can put a secondary one here and use that. I think this here, yeah, this here is actually so you control all your fans and then plug this here into your motherboard, which is really great. I didn't think I would buy a case that had this here, but this is really awesome because then I don't need to install the two ones that I already have. They are not fan controls in general, it's just like modular ones that I can plug everything. So this here could be plugged in, for instance, to one of the motherboards and just control all the fans, which is great. And there is, like, for extra power, you can use this here, which is really great. So I can control all the fans through one port, which is awesome. And it's actually a really long cable also. That's really awesome. You have your, this is also something I like. It's toolless and remove and install. It's not install, but it's remove, so you can actually take out the drive, just disconnect it and take out the drive and then add it simply in here. So that's awesome. Cable sleeving could be better, but I got some extra sleeving here. There's like 3 of them. There's plenty of space here. I'm gonna take these out here because these here I am not gonna use at all. I'm not gonna have any physical drives in my system. It's gonna be SSD only. And yeah, from the former video that I did, you saw I got a M.2 slot, OZC. The problem with that one, it didn't come with a PCI Express bracket. I actually found out why. I got the OZC RD or RD 400. That one is only the M.2. You need to get the RD 400A to get the bundle, which is $20 more. The problem is the retailer that I actually bought it from was actually advertising, not with text, because they didn't actually text anything. They actually did just showed a picture with the bracket and the M.2 drive installed in the bracket. So they were actually false advertising me. So I pretty much got mad at them, said, well, okay, send me the bracket. I don't care. I'm not going to pay the $20 extra. So they are actually reimbursing me. So I ship it back and they're going to ship me the RD400A, which is the one with the bracket. If you do not have an M.2 slot in your system and you can't boot from it. So just FYI, the RD400A is the bundle with the bracket. The RD400 is just the M.2 drive itself. That's really important because it's not really well specified on OZZ's Toshiba's website. And I talked to them and they pretty much were jacking me around, so I didn't have any pull with it. I've seen many reviews of this and most reviewers have gotten their drive, their PCI Express adapter sent from Toshiba themselves as an accessory. So they are actually reviewing bundle, but they're only talking about the M.2 drive, so they are not actually saying. I've seen Hardware Canucks and anybody else, they have not mentioned that the RD400A is the bundle, or at least I didn't get it in the video. So that's just for people out there that want this here. So again, it's got like a good centimeter here, a good inch, as you can see, almost like, you can see right here from my thumb, or not my thumb, this is not the thumb, but my finger. So yeah. And let's see what we actually have here. As you can see, you can get to all the things here. You install your power supply right here and install it here. You have your many things here. Yeah, a big fail. So yeah, don't have that much power right now. But let's do this here. Just a quick recap. Took out the side panel and manual. We have an attention. We have some strips, we have some extenders for your power or your fans. We have actually a really nice clean case here, which all the things are actually separated in, which I really like. This is really impressive. And then you have your drive slots, so you can see you can mount, and you have your SSD base. Look, no, I think this here is actually water cooling solution brackets. Yeah, so yeah. Many options for that. So if I can get this freaking thing out, there we go. So yeah, you have your bracket here for reservoir. I think this here is. We'll have to look at the manual, but enough about that. So that's pretty much a lot of stuff here. You're gonna see some pictures of how the case is gonna come and how it's gonna how the dude is gonna get in here. And that's pretty much it. So please subscribe to this channel if you're interested in more stuff. Please like this video. Please share it. If you didn't like it, dislike it. Leave a comment why you didn't like it. Leave a comment if you want to know more about this case here. If you know more about the system and how I got into water cooling, this is going to be my first water cooling solution. It's going to be soft tubing. Ask me all the questions you have. I want to interact with you guys. Please do follow me on Twitter @Fettouhi. Check out, as I said, again in the description, there is plenty of social links there so you can follow me. That's usually there where I post my stuff, media stuff for this here channel. Okay guys, thank you for watching this video. Until next time, bye.